So good evening, everyone. Let's start with the first query of the day. So this is the description has been given. CVS Health is analyzing its pharmacy sales data and how well different products are selling in the market. Each drug is exclusively manufactured by a single manufacturer. So write a query to identify the manufacturers associated with the drugs that resulted in losses for CVS Health and calculate the total amount of losses incurred. Output the manufacturer's name, the number of drugs associated with the losses, and total losses in absolute value. Display the result sorted in descending order with the highest losses displayed at the top. So here they have given us the table pharmacy sales table. In that product ID, unit sold, total sales. This is COGS means cost of goods sales, cost of goods sales, manufacturer drug total loss, total profit. Actually, these three column are null column only, so it is not required. There is no value in these three column. And if, as you can see, I have already inserted the data into the pharmacy sales table. So I will mail you the scripts and everything at the end of the session. So this is the table. Here we need to find the drugs that resulted in the losses for CVS Health, right? So how so here we need to identify how can we consider as a loss. So total sales minus cost of goods sales, and when this value are less than zero, then we can consider it as a loss. So let me show you the same thing. If you see over here, I have already written these are our table, right? Pharmacy sales table. So manufacturer total sales minus cost of goods sales, COGS from pharmacy sales, and when this value total sales minus cost of goods sales less than zero, it means it is negative, right? And that is considered as a losses. So let me execute this statement and copy this data into the Excel file. So, so if you see over here, these are the two manufacturer. These are the value of total loss, total sales minus goods sales, and these are the two drugs are two different drugs are available for this ABV manufacturer. Then if you see for our Johnson and Johnson, right? So this Johnson and Johnson total six drugs are available. Total six drugs are available in the losses incur for Johnson and Johnson. And what is the total? So now understand the question again. Output the manufacturer name. So we require manufacturer name, the number of drugs associated with the losses, right? So for Johnson and Johnson, how many number of drugs associated with the losses? We can say that six drugs are associated with the losses. Then for Eli Lilly, how many drugs are associated with the losses? I think four drugs are available with the losses, right? 4 drugs are available with the losses. So now for this number of drugs associated with the losses, we need to use count of drugs, count aggregate function, right? And then total losses in absolute value. So over here, we need to do the sum of all these values, and then if you see over here, some of these value are 894,913.13, right? And it is giving us in minus. So absolute, we need to eliminate the minus sign by using the absolute function, ABAS function, to eliminate minus sign, right? So now again let's jump to the solution. We require manufacturer, then count of drugs associated with each of the manufacturer, and then total losses occurred for each manufacturer. So now if you see over here, what I have done, I have used the count aggregate function to count the total drugs associated with each manufacturer, right? And then we are doing the sum of total sales minus costs. So total sales minus costs, and when this value total sales minus costs less than 0, then it is associated with the losses, right? So we need to identify only that manufacturer that has occurred the losses, right? So that we need to filter over here with total sales minus costs less than 0. And because of we have used the count and sum aggregate function, because we have used the count and sum aggregate function, we need to do group by manufacturer, right? And now what we have done, count of drug, and then sum of total sales minus costs, and then if I am not using over here absolute value, then what it is giving, let me show you. It is giving the data into the minus, but now we require positive side only, right? So that what we can do, we need to use the absolute value. So if we use the absolute value, then the losses are occurred in the positive, not in the minus sign. So if you see over here this result set and compare with our Excel data, so if you see this Johnson and Johnson, right? So Johnson and Johnson has total amount of drugs are six drugs are associated with the losses. And then what is the sum of this total sales minus costs? So that is 894,913.13. So that same amount you can see over here, right? Please give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. So if you see, then we can compare with the Ellie Belly, right? So Ellie Belly has total four drugs are associated with the losses. And the sum of this four amount will be 447352, right? 52.9. So that is for Ellie Belly. So this is our final answer. Select manufacturer, count of drug, then sum of total sales minus costs. We have converted this into the absolute value, and then we have added the filter condition to filter only losses values, right? Because we want only negative values, not all the values. So this solution is clear, everyone. You can write in the chat box or you can speak if you have any doubt. Okay. So actually, what is the requirement of over here? We need to we need to identify the data based upon the each of the manufacturer, right? Each of the manufacturer. So if you see in the table, if you see in this table, let me show you this one only. Here there are multiple rows are given according, according based on all the manufacturer, right? So we need to group by manufacturer only, because we want only single record for each of the manufacturer. We want the count of the drug and sum of total sales, total total sales which is occurred in the negative, means total sales minus COGS value we require, which is also giving the less than 0. So that we need only one value, so that we have done the group by manufacturer over here. Because we are using count and sum aggregate function, we need to use group by close, right? Yeah. 1 minute. So this solution is clear, right, everyone? Yeah, if anyone want to speak, they can speak. Otherwise, we will move to the second question.
Clear.
Okay, okay. So let's move to the second query. Again, it is based on the CVS health data only. CVS health is trying to better understand its pharmacy sales and how well different products are selling. Each drug can only be produced by one manufacturer. Write a query to find the top three most profitable drugs sold. Write a query to find top three most profitable drugs sold and how much profit they made. Assume that there are no ties in the profits. Display the result from the highest to the lowest total profit. So actually, when you read this one, guys, assume that there are no ties in the profits. So in that case, if we use the rank function and dense rank function, both will be giving the same output. Dense rank and rank both will be giving the same output. Why? Because there is no ties in the profit. Because of that reason only. If there is a tie in the profit, then again rank and dense rank will function differently. So now we can use any of this function. Now display the result from the highest to the lowest total profit. Now COGS stand for cost of goods sold, which is the direct cost associated with the products producing the drug. So total profit equal to total sales minus that we have seen in the last example, right? So again the same table and the same data that what we have inserted over here. Now, what is our requirement? We need to identify the top three most profitable drugs. So now let me see the data again. Now here we can use any of the ranking function. So let me try to use the dense rank function. So select now profitable drugs we require, right? So we need to mention the drug. Then we need to use the dense rank function over order by total sales minus COGS, and we need to see that the result in the ascending descending order. Means we need highest profit will come at the first, then second highest profit will come on the second, like that. So that we need to do the over here we need to use descending, and then we can give rk as alias. Then we can use either subquery or we can use the city. So let me try to use the city. Now what is our requirement? We want top three, right? We want top three most profitable drugs sold and how much profit they made. So we need to mention this column as well, and as we can give the alias to profit. Now let me run this query. Now RK column is not required, right? We require drug and profit column only. So this is the result, right? Now let me copy this result over here. So these are the top three most profitable goods sold. So let me now write. Let me now execute this query, which is written with the row number function. So if you see over here, that is also giving the same result, right? And now if you use the rank function instead of dense rank, then also it is giving the same result. Why? Because there is no ties, as it is mentioned in the question only, right? There is no ties over here. So while using the rank function, it is also giving the same result. So when there is a no tie, dense rank and rank are functioning the same way. So this question is clear, guys. Let me know if you have any doubt in this query. You can write in the chat box or you can speak. Here we are finding top three most profitable drugs. So entire table. Let me show you over here again, where total sales minus COGS Actually, we need to do order by. Let me. Can we do order by like this? Oh, sorry, by. And then descending. And if I mention this over in the select part, then it is giving the same result, right? Which we are having over here. If you see this first three record, that are the top three most profitable drugs across entire table. Now everything is clear in this question. This is the easiest part we can understand this. Let me know if you have any doubt. Otherwise, we will. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. 1 minute. That only I have explained right over here. Code part only. These are the different ranking functions: row number rank, dense rank. So whenever we want to find the top three or any kind of the highest, second highest, third highest, fifth highest, or top four or top five, at that time we can use different ranking function. So row number rank, dense rank, entile are different ranking functions are there, and all are functioning differently. So I have already made the video on that, and I have uploaded that video on my YouTube channel. So for that understanding, you can see that video. So that concept only we are using over here to identify the top three highest selling products by manufacturer by, sorry, top three highest drugs, profitable drugs. Now let me jump to the next question. CVS Health, again this is for CVS Health only. CVS Health want to gain a clear understanding of his pharmacy sales and the performance of various products. Write a query to calculate the total drug sales for each manufacturer. Total drug sales for each manufacturer. So whenever you find this kind of word like each manufacturer or each product category or each product subcategory, then you have to understand one thing. Either you have to use the group by clause. 1 minute. Uh, Whenever you heard this word in the any of the query, then either you have to use the group by clause, or you have to use any of the ranking functions with partition by clause. These two options will be available, right? Now, what is our requirement? Write a query to calculate the total drug sales for each manufacturer. Now, round the answer to the nearest million and report your result in descending order of total sales. So, highest total sale will come first, then second highest sale will come second, like that. In case of any duplicates, sort them alphabetically by the manufacturer name. And since this data will be displayed on a dashboard used by a business stakeholder, please format your result as follows, like $36 million, $100 million, like that. So this is again the same table. Now this is the one thing I have taken into consideration while writing my solution. To convert a number in rupees to million, follow the below process. We need to divide by 10 lakh. Divide by 10 lakh means 10 lakh rupees equal to 1 million, right? So if you see over here, we need to identify total sales group by manufacturer, right? Because we want to find for each manufacturer total sales. So definitely you have to use group by function. Now if you see over here, these results are coming in like it is coming like 11 lakhs, or you can say that 113, or like 1 crore something, right? But we want the data into the millions, right? So that we don't want all this thing. We want like 113.77 or 78, like that, then 32 million, then 33 million, like that we want result. So now if you see over here, let me write this query in small parts. Pharmacy sales. Now what is our requirement? We need to do manufacturer and total sales we require, right? So we need to do sum of total sales that we have already done above. Now let me just execute this query. Sorry, we need to go do group by manufacturer. Now this result is coming, right? Now what we need to do, we need to divide this value by 10 lakhs, so that we got answer in like 113.777. So now we do not need all this, uh, after point, we do not need all these digits, right? So that I have done the rounding over here. So let me do the round first. Now what it is giving, let me check that one. Okay, it is rounding in, it is giving the, it is converting all to the 0000, like that. Means it is, you can say it is rounding means 113.77, so it is converting to 114, right? Now what is our requirement? We need we need we need to do the casting. We need only after point decimal, after point we do not require that values. So let me do that over here. Firstly we have done round, then we have used the cast function, and then in the cast function we are casting to decimal to 5 comma 0. So it means after point we do not require any digits. So let me select this data. So if you see over here, it is like 114, 32, 34, 70, right? Now what is our requirement? We want to show this data into the dashboard, and we want dollar and million also. So now only one thing is remaining. We need to do concat. Concat function will concatenate.
Arshit, I have a question here. Why we have used as decimal 5 comma 0?
Okay, because okay, 1 minute. I show you. If you see the after manufacturer, there is one column is there, right? So in that column we have not used the cast function. So because of we have not doing the cast, it is giving all the point, all the digits after point, right? But that digits are not required to show into the dashboard, so that we are doing the cast into the decimal, and for that eliminating this after point digits, we are written over here 0, because we do not require anything after point. If we require 2 digit at that time, we have to do 2, like that. If we require 1 digit, then we will do 1, but we do not require any digit after point, like 0 0 0 0, that's 0 we do not require, so that we are doing casting to 0.
So, what is the role of 5 here? I just wanted to check that one.
Okay, roll of 5 means 5 means before digit what is there. Let me copy this. So roll of 5 over here is before, it is indicating before point, and this 0 is indicating after point. So now suppose if this value is like this, right, then 5 will not work, because these are more than 5 digit number, right? More than
Got
5 digit
it.
number.
Got it. Got it. So, we'll be taking means if there is 4332, then it will take that is it means pre decimal points, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, these are pre for if we are indexing it like 5 comma 0 4 comma 0, it will be means it will be allowing only four numbers
Yes, yes,
pre
yes, yes.
decimal, otherwise it will truncate. That's the
Yes, yes, right. Yes, yes, yes.
got it. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So now final thing is remaining is to concatenate over here. So okay. So over here we need to use the concat function, and then in the concat we can give any number of parameters, right? So what is my first parameter requirement is dollar. So this is my first parameter. Then this entire thing will be my second parameter. And then I want million also after digit, right? 113 million. So that I have done million. So this three parameter is concat is using. This is first one, this is second one, and this is third one. And then we can give as alias. Now let me execute this one. So if you see over here, $114 million, then $32 million. Now only one thing is pending. That is, we need to do order by, right? Because what it is saying over here, in descending order of total sales. So we need highest value at the first place, then second highest value at the second place, like that. So we can do order by total sales, and we can use descending. So now highest sales will become first, then second highest will become second, third highest will become third place. So now this query will be cleared, guys. Let me know if you have any doubt. Otherwise, we will jump to the next problem. Understand the query, understand the requirement, and then start writing the query step by step only. Never try to write entire query in single step. Clear, right? So we will jump to the next question. So again, this is for CVS health only. How will so write a query to find the top two drugs sold. Write a query to find the top two drugs sold in terms of units sold for each manufacturer. So here we will use the partition by clause, and what by which way we will do the partition by, we will, as I have already said in the last query, right? Whenever you find this kind of keyword for each manufacturer or for each product category or for each product subcategory, at that time we are either using group by or partition by each manufacturer. So partition by manufacturer, like that. So query to find the top two drugs sold in terms of units sold for each manufacturer. List your result in alphabetical order by manufacturer. So now if you see over here, let me copy this data into the Excel file. So if you see over here, units sold, okay. So for this, these are our manufacturer, right? If you see over here, ABV is our manufacturer. And now this is the units sold. This is the units sold. So as of now, these two columns is required for our solution purpose. So if you see for ABV, these two are the, based on the units sold, these two are our answer, right? Top two drugs sold. Now let me see for the second manufacturer by, so this is our second manufacturer, Astra Seneca. And for that, if you see in the units sold column, these two are the top two drugs descending by units sold, right? So now if you see the solution, that is very simple. Select manufacturer drug units sold. As we can see, use our rank, row number or dash rank, any of the function. I have used the row number function. Partition by, I have already told. for each manufacturer. So in that case, and also we need top two, right? So in that case, we need to do partition by manufacturer, order by units sold, and top two means highest. So highest will become first, then second highest will become second, like that. So that order by units sold, descending order. Sorry, order by units sold, descending order, and then we are encapsulating this block into the city, and then we write the city and then where rank less than equal to 2. So if you run this query, here are, that is coming 221331, right? So that same thing is coming over here, 221331, 10 189925. So 189925. Now for Astra Seneca, that is a value 289121. So that is coming over here, right? 289 and 217652. So this is our result. Now, how can we use the subquery? Let me try to do that. In place of city, if I want to use the subquery, then how can we use that? So select star from, this will become our entire table where RK less than equal to 2. Now, which column we require over here? We require manufacturer, drugs and units sold. These three column only we require. So let me execute this query. So if you see, this both query will give the same output, right? First one we have done with the use of subquery, and then second one we have used this common table expression. So this problem is clear, everyone? Clear, right, guys? Now let me jump to the next question. Okay, this is interesting one. Here we are not using the pharmacy sales data. So this is completely new one. So the LinkedIn creator team is looking for power creators who use their personal profiles as a company or influencer page. This means that if someone's LinkedIn page has more followers, then someone's LinkedIn page has more followers than all the company they work for, we can safely assume that person is a power creator. So here there are different individuals are given and different companies are given in which they are working for. So now different individuals has their own followers and different companies they are working has their own followers, right? So now if the individual follower is greater than they work for the company in the they work for the company's follower, then you can consider that individual as a power creator. So now write a query to return the ID of these LinkedIn power creators in ascending order. One person can work for multiple companies. In case in the case of multiple companies, we need to do sum of all the companies follower. So now here they have given us the table personal profiles, right? Personal profiles, then employee company. So if you see in the personal profile, profile ID, name and followers. This is individuals followers. Now employee company. So in that personal profile ID and company ID is given. Now here we can join between personal profile ID and profile ID, right? Now again one more table is given, company pages. So in the company pages, company ID, name and follower. So now company ID and company ID over here common in employee company. So all the three table has either some way there is a relationship between all the three tables, right? Now, now if you see, now let me first select the data from all the three tables. This is the personal profiles. This is employee company and this is company pages. Let me select the data from the all the three tables. So this is the profile ID, name and followers of all the individual. Now in the second table, which is company table. So in that all the individual are working for the different companies, right? So that is given. And now if you see over here in the final table, company pages, all the company different companies are given with name and companies follower, right? Now if you see over here for the personal profile ID 3, they are is working in the two different companies, company 1 and company 10. So in that case, we need to do the sum of both the companies. So let me jump to the solution. So this is the first city. Let me, if you see over here, employ. So these are the company, each of the employee working for, right? Personal profile ID and if you see over here, 3 is working for 1 and 10. So let me, okay, let me, 1, this is 1, right? This is 1, select this plus 10 has this one. So this one. So let me do the sum of these two. It is giving this one. Now you will understand what is it is giving in the case of 3. It is giving this one only, right? Which I have done the sum. So understand the question. When employees were working for the multiple companies, we need to do sum of all the companies they are working for. We need to do the sum of all the followers they are particular employees working for. So that is the only thing I have done over here. Select personal profile ID, sum of followers from employee company and company pages, then group by personal profile ID, right? And we have employee company and company pages. We have company ID is common in both the tables. So this will be become our first city. This will become our first city, right? Now, what will be our second city? Second city will be very simple. We just need to use the personal profile table, and in that personal ID and followers we need to select, right? So this will be our first city. Now, what is our requirement? When there is a person, when there is a personal follower, this one will be greater than they work for the company's follower, right? They work for the company and that company's follower, so that will be considered as a power creator, right? So here we have used the concept of multiple city. This will become our first city, this will become our second city. We can separate the multiple city by comma, right? And then what I have done over here, we have over here personal profile ID and profile ID will be same, right? So we have joined the two cities, city 1 and city 2, based upon the personal profile ID and profile ID. Because of we have use over here, we can use it in the joining condition. And then what I have shown you over here, I have shown you over here, this one personal profiles follower should be greater than the company they work for, right? So now let me select the data. These 1, 4, 5 and 7. So now let me show you any couple of examples. If you say personal profile ID 1 has this much of follower, now 1 is working for which company? That we have to check. So 1 is working for 9, company ID 9. Now company ID 9 has how many of followers? So that is one means one's follower is greater than they he is working for the companies. All the companies follow, right? Now let me take any other example. 145. Let me take any example where multiple are there. 4 is coming over here only single time. 5 is coming also over single time only. Okay, I think everyone is coming single time only. So let me take any one. 7, right? So 7 has 91,000 follower. So if you see over here 91,000, now we need to go to the middle table, and in the middle table where that 7 is coming as a personal profile ID, where that 7 is coming only one time, right? So now we need to pick the company ID of that 7, right? So 7 we need to now identify over here. So it is only 1,000 followers. So definitely this individual follower is greater than the company they work for followers, right? So this will be our solution. So this is the use of multiple cities. Now let me know if you have any doubt or any query in this question. You got it clear, right? If anyone has any doubt, then they can let me know.
Hi Harshit, I have a doubt in the last select statement. I'm trying to, it's a bit difficult for me to understand that last. Where CTU2 followers greater than CTU CT dot FNW. So can you just repeat explaining the last why you're doing that inner join?
Okay. So here, what is our requirement? We need to find the individual follower, and then we need to find the follower that that individual person is working for all the companies, right? So now for that purpose, we have divided the entire queries into multiple cities. So this will become our first city. So this first city is indicating any individual person is working for all the companies they are working for. So now if you see over here, this individual one, right? This personal profile ID one is working for the number of companies, right? So if it is working for any one company, then actually it is this one is company's follower. Now this one is company's follower working for personal profile ID 6. So now we need to compare, right? Now if you see over here, this is the second city. This second city is indicating individual follower. Now I have taken personal profile ID and profile ID and this follower and this individual follower, right? We need to do comparison. Then only we can identify any person as a power creator. Now, if you see over here, this is individual follower should be uh, greater than the company they working for, right? So this is are all the personal profile ID and this ID will be same, right? This personal profile ID and this ID will be same. Now we need to compare this one, this follower with this follower they are working for. So we are joining over here city. This is the first city, right? This will become our first city and this will become our second city. Now we need to join both of this city based upon some joining condition, right? So what will be the joining condition? Only personal profile ID is common, right? Across both the city. Personal profile ID and profile ID. This will be the same, right? In both the city. So we are joining this both the city 1 and city 2 based upon this personal profile ID and profile ID. Now only one thing is renaming. Let me select this data. Okay, let me show you over here followers as individual followers, and this follower you we can say that company follower, company they work for, right? So company followers. Now what is our requirement? Now let me select this data. So now if you see over here in this one case, individual follower is greater than they work companies they work for follower, right? So one. Now over here if you see it is not satisfied the condition. Third again not satisfied the condition. 4 is satisfying the condition, right? So this one is greater than this one. So now we need to identify this column value should be greater than this one, right? So that only we have done over here in the where clause. Follow city 2. So this one city 2 follower, cities 2 follower should be greater than city 1 follower. That only we have written over here. So if you now see, run the entire query, then all this value should be greater than this value. Then only individual will be considered as a power creator, right?
Perfect. I understood the logic now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Yes.
This is really unique question. I haven't seen as a company question so far. That's good.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Now let me know if you want to continue, or we will see the rest of the queries tomorrow. Let me know if you want to continue. We will continue with the next question.
Oh, you have three more questions in the folder, right? So let's go. I mean, if everybody's interested.
Okay, okay, sure. Someone is written tomorrow.
I think someone is saying tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, if anyone else want to, anyway, if we can continue, you can watch the video also later on. I will put this video in my YouTube channel, and if majority wants to do tomorrow, then we can do tomorrow.
So Harshit, will we be able to practice these queries? Will we get the file, the question file, and the create table statements?
Yes, yes. You can write the email in the chat box, or you can do WhatsApp me. I will mail you everyone all the script, everything. All the script with create table, insert statement, everything I will email you.